Hello again, everyone. Good morning and welcome again to First Hour Math. Today we'll be multiplying decimals. This is the front page of what it should look like. Okay? We'll start here and I'll explain everything from there as we go along. So, for this front page that we will start doing together is divided into two sections, part 1 and part 2. For part 1, it's talking about taking these decimals, converting them to fractions, finding the answer, and then making that a decimal answer. I know it's a lot. I will do numbers 1, 3, and 4 with you together. You will need to do 2 and 5 on your own for homework, as well as all of part 2. All of part 2, you need to only use a calculator. Type these into the calculator, find your answer, and write that down. That'll be the first page. I'll explain everything else as we go along. All right, so let's get started with number 1. For number 1, we have 0.03 times 0.4. Okay, so we need to make this into a fraction. So as you look, this is in the tens place, okay? This is in the tenths. This is in the hundredths. Okay? So, to make this into a fraction, that is very important. So, we know top number will be 3, and this, where it's located, tells us what number will go below it, whether it's 10, 100, 1,000, and so on and so forth, okay? So, if this is in the hundredths place, it'll be 3 over 100 times, we know this is in the tenths place, so we have 4 over 10. We multiply these fractions out, and we get 12 over 1,000. All right? Now, this can be broken down into 3 over 250. That's the smallest fraction that we can go. But we also have to give the number in a decimal form. So, on your calculator, if you divide 3 by 250, you will get 0.012. That and that is your answer for number 1. All right, so let's move on to number 3. It is 0.009 times 5. So, changing this into a fraction. So we have a 0 in the tens, 0 in the hundreds, and the 9 in the thousands place. So we know this will be 9 over 1,000 times our fraction for 5 is 5 over 1. 9 times 5 is 45. 1,000 times 1 is 1,000. Okay? We can break this fraction down further. Okay? This would become 9 over 200. That's part of our answer. And now for the decimal answer. 9 divided by 200 typed into your calculator is 0.045. That and 9 over 200 is your answer for number 3. All right, moving on to the last one that we will be doing together is number 4. For that one, we have 0.3 times 3. This 3 is in the tens place, so we have 3 over 10 times 3 over 1. 3 times 3 gives us 9. 10 times 1 gives us 10. So we have the fraction. Now, all we have to do is divide 9 by 10, and that gives us 0.9. Those two right there is your answer for number 4. All right, so together on the front, under part 1, we did questions number 1, 3, and 4. So questions 2 and 5, you need to do on your own. For part 2, all you need to do for question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is multiply those numbers on the calculator and find your answer. All right? Next page that looks like this. Go ahead and tear it out, do whatever, cross it out. We're not doing that page. And for the remainder of your homework is this page, multiplying decimals. That page, along with that page. That's 4 questions plus the couple that I'm having you do to finish up on your own on the front is less than 10. So do those. That's your homework for this one. And as always, if you have questions, go ahead and send me an email.